Angels Care Home Health, serving Hayes and the surrounding areas, is a Medicare-certified home health agency providing quality skilled nursing and restorative therapy services to patients in their homes.
I would recommend Angel Care to anybody. They have really helped me regain my strength.
Angels Care is there to help 24 hours a day, and all services are covered 100% by Medicare for patients who are eligible. Angels Care Home Health. We serve patients.
I couldn't have survived this without Angels Care.
Eagle Community Television presents Community Connection with your host, Mike Cooper.
Hello and welcome again to Community Connection from Eagle Community Television. Thanks for joining us, and thanks as always to our producer, Jeff Durrell. We're at Picken Hall on the campus of Fort Hays State University in the Kelly Center with the new director of the Kelly Center, Gina Smith. Gina accepted the position as director of the Kelly Center at Fort Hays State University back on the 1st of July. Worked as an instructor with the Department of Psychology, as a counselor in the Kelly Center. 23 years of experience working with people of all ages in mental health agencies, clinical counseling, and supervising. She is our community connection. How does the Kelly Center, Gina, serve the Fort Hays State family?
Okay, the Kelly Center is designed to be support services for Fort Hays students and faculty and staff. And so some of our services are things like personal counseling. So we'll provide counseling to students who maybe they're having some issues adjusting to college, or relationship issues, or just trying to figure out how to manage their time. Mm-hmm. So we provide support to them. We also offer services to faculty and staff. So if they're dealing with any sort of issues in their life, I think certainly in today's times people get stressed about a number of things and experience anxiety. And so we're also here to support our faculty and staff. We also do academic counseling here. What the academic counseling is, let's say a student is trying to adjust again from how they learned in high school, and so they may come to us. They get their first test grade back and they have a lower grade than what they were hoping for, so they may ask for a tutor. And so what we do here is we have tutoring services for all gen ed classes, and that's one-on-one tutoring that they can receive. And basically our tutors are hired that they've received an A or a B in the class that they're tutoring, and then their professor recommends them. So we offer tutoring, which is free to students. We also have a academic success coordinator, Maggie Denning, and she will meet with students and talk to them about how they're managing their time, if they get stressed taking an exam, like if they have test anxiety, something like that. Additionally, we also provide alcohol and drug services. Bob Duffy does a lot of presentations on campus, and he will go around and do different presentations to talk about prevention types of services. He helps coordinate things like Safe Ride, which you might have heard of. He also, if a student does have some problems, like they get a DUI or an MIP, something like that, he also does evaluations, things of that nature. So we do have alcohol and drug services available. We do disability services as well. And that basically is for students that come into Fort Hays who maybe they have a learning disability, or maybe they were in a gifted program before they came. And basically our coordinator for that program, Catherine Irk, will meet with students and try to help them to be successful here. So she'll work with faculty members, professors here on campus to work with students if they need extra time on tests, with assignments, something of that nature. So we offer those services. And then we also have testing services here on campus where if someone needs to take like a graduate record exam to get into graduate school, the praxis exam, if they want to be a teacher, that they can take tests here, or like someone that maybe is wanting to work for the Postal Service can come in and take their exam here. So we have a testing service as well.
That is amazing, the number of services, from the basics of adapting to college life and all of the things that involves, Gina, to the serious issues of interpersonal relationships and just being able to work in and learn in the campus environment.
Yes.
It's amazing.
Yes.
The number
Yes.
of services. Now you've been at Fort Hays since the year 2000. It's been quite a nice career, hasn't it?
Yes. Yes, I've really enjoyed being here. Prior to being the director of the Kelly Center, I worked in the Department of Psychology as an instructor there, and I really enjoyed my time in the psychology department. And there I taught courses, I advised students, and also was involved in research and sponsored some campus groups. And so I definitely enjoyed my time teaching as well.
Tell me about the Kelly Center. It has a long history at Fort Hays State, doesn't it?
Yes, yes. I've learned more and more about the Kelly Center, of course, through being here, and just was recently looking up like the history of the Kelly Center, and it was actually developed in 1931. And so George Kelly, who is a famous psychologist, was the one who initially started this center, and that's why it was named the Kelly Center after him. And originally, the Kelly Center was set up as part of, and the psychology department was connected there with the department and did a lot of different evaluations for the students, and did different sorts of evaluation, speech therapy services, different types of personal therapy. And so, so the Kelly Center has been a long-standing part of Fort Hays and has evolved in different ways to provide different types of services. But it's really kind of interesting and fun to learn more about the history of the Kelly Center.
And Gina, that's one thing I wanted to ask you about, because the mission of the Kelly Center has really greatly expanded from what the original emphasis was, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. I think we try to advertise more as far as what we do. I think many students in the past have thought of the Kelly Center as just personal counseling. And sometimes people have thought of that you have to have really severe problems, you know, to come into the Kelly Center. And I think now students understand more of the areas that we do emphasize, because we want students to be successful. So again, with all the academic services that we offer as well, I think students now understand it to be more of support rather than just personal counseling.
And talk a little about your predecessor, because you learned a lot from Kenton Olaf.
Yes. Yes, Kenton, I was, prior to being the director, I did provide therapy services over here for a 4-year period. And Kenton is just someone who's very well respected here on campus. One of the reasons I was very excited to come back here and to be the director is Kenton is the type of personality that he makes the work environment fun. But we also get a lot of work completed. Everybody's hardworking. He is very involved in all aspects of the campus. I think that he has worked very well getting out, what we do at the Kelly Center. He's formed very important relationships with different colleagues and just different constituents on campus. And so I was very excited to come in, because he really has a great organization going here at the Kelly Center. So it was nice for me, kind of easy to step in and just kind of continue his mission and initiatives.
Nice to build on that foundation,
Yes,
isn't it?
yes.
There's something that you're involved in, and we just got word that the task force, led by Dr. Leo Herman from the psychology department, of the Jed and Clinton Foundation Health Matters Campus Program has now been approved as a national initiative, as Fort Hays joins this national initiative. Talk about that and its importance, would you, Gina?
Sure. We're very excited about this initiative, and the first steps that we've taken is we were provided a survey, and it basically is a survey just asking about services we provide on campus. And so the task force got together and we filled out that survey. We're getting ready to submit that. And the survey just basically asks about what we're doing as far as providing services to students, what we're doing for wellness, what we're doing for to hopefully reduce suicide, to look at what we do in the dorms to help students adjust how we help them be connected to their parents. It's just an overall program that's just going to look at what we do to take care of our students. And so I think that'll definitely be something that parents will be very excited about, to know that their students will be well taken care of. So basically we send the survey, and then people will come and we'll have site visits, and they'll talk to us about what's going well and then what we need to add. And then over a 4-year process, they will help us to continue to build programs that we need or strengthen programs we already have, and so that we can continue to work on this path to have a campus that where students will feel safe. They'll feel that they know where they need to go if they do have mental health issues going on. Also just to help them to be successful with their academics and adjustment issues, and to be connected with their families as well through that process.
And that whole process really does go back to parents feeling good about their students being at Fort Hays because of the services that are offered at the Kelly Center.
Yes. Yes, I think you'll hear Dr. Martin talk about Fort Hays being a family, and definitely I think that that's part of that idea that we want to take care of students who are here, that they feel that they know who to turn to for different problems if they would arise. And we do want students to receive degrees here so that they can be successful throughout their lives, and we really feel it's very important that students also develop healthy habits while they're here at Fort Hays that will help their mental health and overall functioning throughout their lives.
Our producer, Jeff Durall, asked a very interesting question, which I'd like for you to respond to, since it was a very insightful question, and that is there a definition of normal when you look at all the different aspects of student life on campus?
Yeah. That's a very interesting question, in that I used to teach a class called abnormal psychology, and so we would often talk about what is abnormal and then that would lead to a discussion on what is normal behavior. I think certainly what's normal depends on where you live, kind of what's socially appropriate at the time. Definitely, I think as you are on a campus, you bring in lots of different cultures, traditions, lots of different people. Some from urban areas, some from rural areas, and so what's normal, I think, just can look very different, from person to person. And I think one of the things that you find on our campus are there's groups that fit all different interests, and so we definitely don't try to just put people in a certain category and think everybody enjoys the same types of interests. So I think you'd find here on campus that what's normal is lots of different activities, lots of different groups to be involved in, because we definitely want all that come to be comfortable and enjoy their experience here.
Involvement is one of the key factors too, isn't it, Gina?
Yes, we like to have students get involved. They're more apt to stay here at Fort Hays. Definitely there's a look at retention on campus, and so the more students feel connected, the more likely they are to stay here. So we have programs in place that there are activities every day basically that students can get involved in. So we want students to feel comfortable here as they adjust to being away from home, and we hope through those connections that will feel a part of the Tiger family.
Finally, I'd like to ask you, if you would, Gina, something that we talk with the folks at High Plains about frequently, and that's how do we lessen the stigma of seeking help at a mental health facility such as the Kelly Center, trying to lessen that stigma of reaching out to someone for whatever service might be necessary.
Yeah, I think that we definitely try to do that here at the Kelly Center. We want students to feel like it doesn't have to be a severe problem, before they can come in here. We go into lots of classes here on campus. We do a lot of different presentations, and we talk to students about, you can come in here if you're just stressed a little bit about money, or you're trying to decide on a major, or you're worried about your parents, or whatever it is. You can come in and talk, and you don't have to come 20 times. You might just come once and just bounce an idea off of someone. So I think we try to get the word out that you can come in for any issue, and that we are a very busy clinic, and there's lots of people that come in here. And we also, one of the things that we do also to promote our services is we do different types of workshops, And in those workshops, we just say, we'll go in and talk about, how to be successful in college. What are some steps to manage your time? How do you reduce anxiety? Because a lot of people have stress in today's society, trying to manage their work and being a full-time student and taking care of different things. So we just offer some different services so they understand it doesn't have to be a severe problem, that anybody can use someone to talk to. So I think that helps to lessen the stigma, and that they realize there are a lot of people who use our services.
In service to the Fort Hays State family, the Kelly Center and Director Gina Smith. Our community connection. Thanks for watching.
Angels Care Home Health, serving Hays and the surrounding areas, is a Medicare-certified home health agency providing quality skilled nursing and restorative therapy services to patients in their homes.
There's not any words to describe their kindness.
Angels Care is there to help 24 hours a day, and all services are covered 100% by Medicare for patients who are eligible. Angels Care Home Health. We serve patients.
They saved my life.